This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
If you kind of look deeper at the situation, which I'm sure you will, because everything that we go through is an experience that we learn from.
And Justin Burke.
I come right in. I'm very sneaky about it. You'll be talking to someone, and I'll just come in and sit at my desk and just bust one out real quick.
It is the 3rd of January, 2024. I almost said 23, but I'm going to do it. It is the 217 Recovery Podcast from the North Studio, and Justin Burke is joining me. How are you, Justin?
Fabulous.
Are you fabulous, though?
Compared to this morning, yes, I am doing much better.
Okay, because you're feeling a little better, looking a little better. But this morning, man, it looked like you might have had some COVID-4.
Yeah, I felt like it.
Yeah, I think I had a little COVID 5.0 last week. Or a couple weeks ago, right? Week before Christmas. Because one thing when I had COVID, the first 2 times that my wife, Marnie, I love you to death, gave me, because she got it from her work, I think, and then they gave it to me. So I appreciate that. And one thing I noticed, man, is I would walk down a flight of stairs and just be out of breath. Like not walking up, just walking down. And I had the same out of breathness after walking up some stairs at the crib the other day. And I was like, man, that GD COVID 5.0 got my ass. And I tested myself for COVID, but it was that stuff that Biden sent out,
right?
Which was like left over from Trump's. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't even working. Like it didn't pick up my COVID 5.0. And think about it. We were talking about it yesterday because we were all like, man, we all felt like crap. We all had this thing. One of the signs of having COVID was they would take your temperature, right?
Yeah.
Before you walk in anywhere, like, let me get your temperature. And you'd be like, okay. Well, if I was going to make 3.0, 4.0, 5.0 COVID, I would make sure that it was undetectable. So I would be in the little lab with my little beakers, and I'd be like, bloop, bloop, a little aspirin in there, bloop, bloop, little aspirin in there, and then send it out. That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I was like an evil chemist.
So it deflates the fever.
Yeah. So that way, boom, there's no way to detect it. And then boom, their little stupid little Pfizer tests, they don't work no more. Boom. Now what?
Back to another pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
COVID monies 2.0.
Well, see, they said they ain't gonna do no more COVID monies.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they did COVID money was because the rich people wanted us to pay them rent.
Exactly.
And the banks want their money. And they all want their money. It's all about money, Justin, which you found out today.
Yeah.
Because you took your little happy ass. Because I told you, it's like, hey, man, go up to that store that sells the drugs over there. Yep. With the red W on it. Go to them. They sell drugs, okay? Go in there, get you some. You're going to have to get that stuff that you have to take to the counter. Because that's the stuff that you need, and that's going to make you feel better. It's going to, like, open up your sinuses and, do that good on your face, and your head. So you go up in there, you follow your boy's directions, and you go in there. What happened, Justin?
So I go in there, and all the good stuff's behind the counter now, which I guess it has been for a couple years. So I tell him what's going on. I'm like, I just need some really good decongestant to relieve the sinus pain I'm in. And she goes, so what one do you want? We have multiples. I was like, just give me a basic 12-hour one, cheap one. I don't need a big pack, nothing elaborate. And she goes, okay. She brings it up to the counter, scans it, rings in. Oh, I need to see your ID. Scans my ID, says,
got your ass.
You've exceeded your daily limit of this medication. And I'm like, I don't even buy this. How can I exceed it? Well, let me check again. Comes back, says the same thing.
Got all your asses.
I was so heartbroken at that moment.
Wow. Because see, you in your previous life, that you were living that hardcore gangster shit you had going on, you used methamphetamines.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was one of your charges. Was possession of it.
Yeah, possession of methamphetamines, less than 25 grams.
You've never made it.
Nope.
Never tried to make it.
Nope.
And boom, now you're blackballed.
Yep.
From getting the medicine.
Yep. So no Sudafed for me.
Yeah. Well, no, you still got it because you know a guy who knows a guy who can go get it.
Yeah. But
me.
I just can't go to the counter and purchase it myself.
Right.
Don't even know how to make it.
It's kitty litter and a bunch of other crap you don't want to know about, but that's what I've heard anyway. But yeah, like, and I think they've moved away from the Sudafed thing a long time ago. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's kind of messed up. And Marnie came in the office and saw the Sudafed on my desk. Allegedly was on my desk. And she's like, you better hide that. I was like, I know. And I kind of told her about your situation. And I was like, that's kind of messed up. That'd be like saying if someone gets a drunk driving that I can never go buy alcohol again.
It should be the same across the board.
Oh, it would save so many lives. It would save the person who's having a problem. It would save their life. It would save people from being in accidents, crashes, let's call them. But that's cool because
it gets taxed.
Government's making too much money off it.
Right.
Because the government makes money off it when it's made. They make money off it when it's sold. They make money off it when you get arrested. They make money off it when people die.
Yeah. All around. This is a moneymaker.
They make money off it. Where, as you dirty meth guy, no, you just can't have access to that.
I could see if I was still on probation or something, I wouldn't be allowed to have it. Well, I'm not on probation. I got off early for role model behavior is what they called it. I was working at a treatment center, just doing good for myself, and here I am still getting kicked in the shin. Like, you just can't have this.
6 days away from getting your 4 years.
Yeah.
But that's no, you can't buy it. And some people would say, well, no, that's not the same at all, Corey. That's not the same. They would have to stop you from making alcohol.
Right.
Oh, they would do that too. Mm-hmm. Like if you could just go to the store and buy some meth and then you caught some charges, okay, now you can't buy meth anymore. But now you still can't go out and buy Sudafed. So they would still make it. But alcohol, you can make potatoes, pretty much anything. Yeah, it would be very, very hard.
Any starch, any sugar.
To stop someone from making it. But, it's one of those things, man, that really makes you kind of raise your eyebrow. There was a guy in Michigan or a lady or whoever in Michigan, somebody just won the lottery. Hit that lotto, got that lotto money. Mm-hmm. And it's like 800 million or something. And if they want to just take the lump sum, it's 400 million. So just keep track of the missing millions, okay? So 800 million, that's the jackpot of all the people that put in the money, and it goes up to here, 800 million. Okay, now if you take the cash option, which we give you right away,
half.
So they just took half just by you wanting your money today. The money that you won, you wanting it today, you're only going to get half of it.
And then you still got to pay taxes on it.
Yeah, so you're really only going to get maybe
quarter.
200 million if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So where's the 600 million going?
Who knows?
State. It's not fixing roads. Schools aren't getting better.
No.
I think I could fix a lot of schools with $600 million. Mm-hmm. That's just the one lottery. That's just the one.
Right.
How many others went down? And some people say, oh, you got to split that money with other states and blah, 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 blah. The state's getting a cut, man. They're getting a cut every time you buy a ticket. And every time they tell you it's going to the schools, it's going to the roads. I'm tired of that shit. And I'm tired of politicians half-assing shit just so that they can have jobs later. It's like the roads. I'm tired. And I know people in Michigan, you're tired too. Tired of the effing construction all the effing time. Do you know that they could fix the roads where they wouldn't have to touch them again for like 60 years?
Yeah.
But they don't because they're like, that's great jobs. How about we give better jobs to people? And how many times do you pass a construction site, somebody just standing on a sign? You think that person feels like he has a purpose in life?
No.
Nope.
He's probably got an addiction.
Who knows?
Somewhere
I'm not
hidden.
going that far with it, but I'm just saying, like, that job sucks. And I'll just say it right now. I don't care if they're getting $30 an hour out standing there holding the fucking slow sign with a little walkie-talkie. Okay, I'm sorry, your job sucks. Everybody just mean mugging you on the way.
Flipping you off.
Why don't we just fix the damn roads? Like, for real. I'm not even mentioning the governor's name because she's not worth it to me. But her little thing was, fix the damn road. No, but really fix them.
Yeah.
You know what? Put a little heater in them. They got that technology too. Make sure there's no ice. Do it really good. And them people will be having jobs because we're fixing all the damn roads, not just the high. We'll just fix them all. We're actually going to create more jobs. Mm-hmm. And in 60 years, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
You know, but instead they half-ass it. They get these horrible companies to do it, to bid whoever bids the lowest, the highest, whoever knows who in office or whoever does this and that. They're the ones who get it. And it just drives me nuts, man. I'm just effing tired of it. It's just like the whole system is just to screw people over, man.
Yep. What did you hear about their road construction plan for next year for Traverse City?
No.
They're shutting down Parkway for like all summer, except for during Cherry Fest. To redo it.
Don't come to Traverse City. I don't think as the human rights commissioner I'm allowed to say that, but I don't really care. I really don't. You know, like the construction here is just going to be horrible, man. The roads, the traffic in the summer is just a nightmare.
Yep.
It's not fun.
No. And then to back it up even more and reroute it to all the side streets.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for those residents who pay less in taxes to not deal with the traffic. And now they're going to deal with the traffic all summer.
Be working from home, dog. Oh, yeah. You have to go in the traffic and drive people to places.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But I enjoy my job, though.
Yeah. And let's talk positive stuff.
It's very rewarding.
Yes. Oh, we forgot to mention at the beginning of the podcast, we have a very special guest who wants to make an appearance today, but I don't have the third microphone hooked up, so I'm going to actually let
All right.
the person use my microphone.
Sounds
And
fabulous.
It doesn't look like they're coming in here just yet, but when they do, I'll just have to, scooch out of the way and let them talk because they wanted to talk about a misconception or something. Like I don't even know what they were talking about, but we'll know very soon. But yes, your job, you do love it, and you help people. And we just got some coins that we ordered. That's how they say it in America, ordered. And we thought it'd be a great idea because we could put our website on there. And a lot of times when you hand someone a business card, it can go in a pocket and then right into the trash, And
Right.
when they need it, they're like, oh, damn. I really wanted to call them. But there's so many resources at 217recovery.com that we're just like, hey, we'll give them a coin, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it has a map of Michigan on it, and it has like a star where we are in Traverse City. And then it has fun and recovery because that's what we're about.
Exactly.
And bitching about the government.
Yeah.
But that was too long to put on the coin. But then, it has our website on it, 217recovery.com. So we're like, man, we'll give that out. And to give it to people, like when they get out of treatment, when we take them home, like give them a little pep talk and, do what we do with our recovery coaching training and all that jazz. And then sometimes even when we're on the way to treatment, if we can tell the person's like sad and feeling shame and guilt, because there's a lot of that goes on, but like to incorporate into like at least that's what I did when I would drive people, it was just like try to get them moving forward, try to get their brain moving forward to like what's next, like the stuff in the past, the stuff that you've told your mom or family, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. You can't change that, but you can change it right now moving forward with what you do, and then give them a coin and be like, hey man, your journey starts now,
Right.
just remember to have fun in recovery. And if you ever need anything, there's the website.
I actually talked to the client I took today about that because he was going back to treatment and he said something about having to rebuild relationships and takes time. I was like, yeah, sometimes it does take time. It was this Christmas marks like 19, 20 years since I have been at my aunt's house during Christmas time. A lot of it was probably due to my own addiction, made my smart little mouth when I was younger. But, it all wraps into each other. I put a lot of negative energy out there and, it took time. Like you said, I'm almost 4 years sober and I finally just got invited back, So it feels great to finally get those relationships back. My uncle actually talked to me about my job when I was at his house. I actually took a caring note to what I was actually doing with my life, which was absolutely amazing. Normally he just says, hi, bye, see you later. And I didn't get that response.
It's nice.
Yeah,
Feels good.
it did.
And people can get that. And I know a lot of people out there are struggling. It's hard. I don't want to do it. I don't know what to do. I've done this before. Had a guy tell me that yesterday when I went to the detox to talk. And he's like, yeah, man, but I've been this and I've tried that. And I was like, apparently you didn't try everything. Like there's something in there. And this is what hit me at one point was the relationship with my father. Like I had to repair that and I had to confront it. I had to understand it from his point of view. You know, like I remember like a mean text that I had sent him one of the last times I talked to him before I went years without talking to him. And I was like, dude, how could you have, because I, at that time, no children. Now I got a baby boy on the way in May. Can't wait. Yay.
Yeah.
But at that time, no children, no marriage. Thought I was going to die drunk. And I thought, how are you going to have 2 sons and you just walked away from us? You know, and that was one of the things I told him, you know, but I had to understand and I had to talk to him as an adult, as a man, not as a drunk, not reacting to situations, but just like, help me understand that.
Yeah, listen to his side of the story.
And he could have been like, F off, and I'd have been like, all right, cool. You know, but to hear, you know, yeah, like you said, his side of the story. Now, does that make it right? Does that heal all the wounds? No. But it can help me move forward.
Right.
And one of the letters that I wrote him was like, I don't know if we're going to have a father-son relationship. I don't know if we're just going to text each other and say, hey, what's up? Happy birthday. I have no idea what we're going to do, but I would like some sort of relationship with you. You know, you are my father, and whatever happened, happened. But just like all the dumb shit I did in the past, I can't change that. And he's not perfect either.
Right.
He's a human.
Yeah, we're all human.
So, you know, how about a little forgiveness and how about a little understanding and then to move forward, whether his reason to me was legit or not, you know, that doesn't matter. But the fact that I had to face it and confront it, and that really helped me move forward with my recovery, I believe, because there was something in there that was keeping me stuck.
Yeah, and probably some of your trauma, too.
Yeah, the abandonment issues, you know, to feeling like I never really had a dad. My stepdad's great, but he's not that dad. He's not,
right.
You know, my father, my biological father, you know, and to have that bond with somebody, you know, I just feel like I missed something. But now, like I said, I can set it up moving forward with this is what I have now. And when my son is born, I can do my damnedest to make sure that I'm there for him. You know, in the perfect world, I'd sit here and be like, oh, yeah, Marnie and I, we're going to die together at 145 years old.
Sounds good.
A little old. But you never know. You know, You never know what's going to happen. And she could be like, Corey, I'm tired of your ass. Get out. I'm like, no.
I got rights.
We're married. You ain't getting rid of me that easy. But no, you know, it's like, I want to be there for my son, and I want to, you know, do things with my son, and I don't know, I just can't wait, you know, to get in there and change diapers and to just watch a little person grow up.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. You know, when I first got sober, I was like, you know, I'd like to have another one to be able to do it all over again, to do it the right way this time, and then like, I don't know, within like the past year or so, I was like, maybe not. Like, my daughter's 13 now. Maybe I don't want to be tied back down, you know? Not saying that you're never not tied down after they turn 18 is ridiculous, because they're still going to need you. They're still going to need stuff. But, you know, they're typically not living in your home. They're moved on to college, trying to become a person themselves, and you're still trying to guide them.
or they're living at home with a couple kids.
Maybe. Never know.
Grandpa Justin.
Oh.
Triplets.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me,
His
Ricky
face,
Bobby.
you had to see his face. It just was like, ooh, his jaw dropped, and he just like the look of fear was on his face. But speaking of fear, we do have our guest we're going to welcome in, and she's been on the podcast before. Maybe you'll recognize her, maybe not, but I'm going to get out of the way and make way for our guest, Susan. Welcome, Susan, everybody.
How you doing today, Susan?
Hey, Justin, what's up, J-Dog? Hey, man, how are you doing, little Sudafed not buying MFer?
You got jokes today. I'm doing fabulous.
Yeah, hella jokes, but nah, man, I'm here because I want to clear the air. I heard some speculating going on about my existence in the 217 Recovery Center.
Yeah? How's that?
Yeah, well, you were kind of here the day that hell, you called my ass, you got me in the corner, you said, come here, little mouse, I'm gonna squish your little guts out. And then Corey saved me. He said, Justin, just put him in the trash can, I'm gonna go get get a little house for the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Corey, he's pretty cool. But when I showed up here, y'all thought I was living in your walls or something, right?
Yeah. Seemed feasible.
Yeah, it sounds feasible. Bunch of white idiots. You fat white guys that crack me up. Yeah, so what happened was, how I got caught was, I came because I was tired of living where I was living, see? So what I did, Justin, is I saw this lady. She had this, like, big old bag that she didn't use for gym stuff, but she just took it with her wherever she went. And I was only like 6 days old, and I seen her take this bag everywhere. And she come back smelling good, like food and nuts. So I said, I'm gonna get up in that bag and I'm gonna go see where this food and nuts is. So I creeped in that bag. I got down real low, made myself a little teeny mouse, and then I hid. And then there was some big loud brr, 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 brr. I think that's what they called a bus. So I knew I was going places, right? Because I was on a bus. That's when you know you made it. So I get up in here and I start smelling good stuff and nuts. And I jump out that MFing bag. And then I just hid in the corner. And then I waited for everybody to leave because they was talking about recovery and all kinds of stuff for like an hour. And that's how long I waited in that corner. And then that Corey, the fat white guy, he came in and he was looking for something. They was trying to fix a camera or something. And he said, oh my God. He screamed like a girl, Justin. You just see him run out here. There's a mouse! Mitch, help! And then Big Mitch comes in. I'm like, oh, they get bigger? So, my God, this is nuts. And so I ran kind of across the table underneath it, and I ran back around it. And then Corey and Mitch just stand there looking all stupid. And Corey talking about, well, we gotta catch it. And by we, I mean you, Mitch. So I knew if it's just old Mitch and Corey, I'm getting past these fools, you know? Corey's all scared, trying to stand on a chair, just pointing and shit. And then Mitch goes, oh, hold on, I got an idea. So he goes and he gets his bowl. Not like a bowl, but like, you know, if you like went home and had some sketty tonight.
Yeah.
And then you had some stuff that like just you didn't eat, so you want to keep it for tomorrow, so you put it in one of them bowls.
Okay.
It was a bowl like that. I think some call it like a little Tupperware dish or something, you know what I'm saying? So that's what he grabbed. And I'm like, what the hell are you going to do with that? So then Corey says, no, you need a bowl. So he grabs like a candy dish or something. And I thought this would be cool to do like a half pipe on, you know, like if you're into skating, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I said, well, shit, I ran behind the door. And then Corey's like, I got it this way. And then Mitch gets on the other side of the door inside the room. And he's just like leaning down, trying to eat me or something. I said, it's time to do some tricks, y'all. So I ran out and I hit that bowl and I ran up and almost did like a 360. And I shot back in Corey's office and it smells good in there. And I was under the couch just chilling. And then Corey come in screaming, talking about, get me in my office, I don't even like mice. I'm afraid. Mitch, save me. I think he jumped in Mitch's arms. Mitch was like holding him, saying, it's going to be okay, boss man. We going to get that mouse out of here. And I got an idea. And so Corey said, please, Mitch, put me down. You're scaring me. So Corey got down, moved the couch, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to mess with Corey because he seemed like a cool dude. So I shot out of Corey's office, and then I went back in the little room that I smelled all that good food in. And then I said, well, that's not the room I want to be in. So then Mitch started making noises like sauce or hot sauce. I don't know what he was saying. So I said, okay, I'm going to run back. So I went in your Adam's office. I skeezed under the door. And then Mitch comes up with this plan. This is the dumbest white man crap I'd ever seen in my life. He had a chair that he had tipped over. And then he put like like a yardstick on it. Like I was supposed to crawl up this chair and then like scoot along this stick to get this 4-day-old donut. I don't even like donuts, Justin. I like nuts. So I was like, whatever. Like, this dude must be tripping. I just sat in the corner and watched him put it all together, thinking, what an idiot. And he thought I was going to do all that and then get the donut and then bloop fall in the trash. But I didn't. I was just waiting. And you came and you got my ass.
I sure did.
You got my ass, Justin. And then Corey saved me because he was going to just kill me, Justin. I can't believe he was going to kill me.
Well, I'm sorry, Susan.
But that's okay, because you bought me some good nuts. You got me nuts. It has nuts and more nuts and some seeds.
Yeah?
It's got them little red nuts, them little yellow nuts.
Dude, it's corn.
Oh. Well, we call them nuts where I'm from, so, because we just like nuts, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that's the story. But a lot of people think that I just come here. And then Corey went out and bought them traps?
Yeah.
Is that what they call traps?
Mm-hmm. Humane traps.
Man, I ain't seen nothing so inhumane since that documentary, The Green Mile. You ever see that movie, Justin?
Yep.
Man, my granddaddy was in that movie.
Oh, Jingles.
Yeah. It's a good documentary. You know, it shows how people kill us for no reason. Just squish our little guts out. Just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that kind of scared me. Just, you know, seeing them traps around. But that's why I'm like, what are they trying to do? Like, I heard Corey talking about, oh, his family must be living in the walls. No, idiot. I came from the house down the road, fool. I'm a traveler. Yeah, I think there's a song like Traveling Man or something, but I'm a woman.
Yep.
Yeah. The Bob Seger got one too about traveling, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I like Bob Seger. I used to be on the road with him.
Really?
No, but I dream. You know, sometimes I get on my little mouse wheel and I just run. And I pretend that I'm just running out of here.
Yeah, you've been out a lot more lately.
Yeah, I like chilling. You guys got the Christmas lights here. Those are so pretty.
Yeah.
And you bought me a new ball.
Yep, it'll be here Friday.
Oh, I can't wait. I heard you talking about it. Maybe it won't be so heavy.
Oh, hopefully not.
The other ball you got just is too big. It's just so heavy. I can't move it.
No.
I tried my little mouse ass, get it up speed, and it just don't move.
No, it sure don't.
I think that's for like a rat
I think so. I misjudged it.
or a hawk.
That's what happens when you shop at Walmart. You get one size fits all.
I had nothing but nice things to say about Walmart, Justin. They support recovery, and I support
do.
you guys in your recovery.
They do support recovery.
I appreciate the second chance at life. But hey, I gotta get out of here though. Mitch is coming. I gotta make sure I drop some doo-doos. Yeah. I gotta get my wheel all buttered up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But alright, well tell Corey he's cool and I appreciate coming on to tell my story of how I came to be at the 217 Recovery Center.
Well, thanks, Susan.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a little bit, but it's hard to hear her because she's got to talk like into the microphone. So
Yeah,
it
it is.
was tough. What was she saying? That I heard her say my name, so that
Her
was cool or
story.
something.
Yeah. She said he screamed like a little girl, jumped up on some chairs,
Maybe didn't do that.
jumped in Mitch's arms.
Oh, that clearly didn't happen. I think you were fed a story. What do they call that? A tall
fib?
tale.
A tall tale?
Yeah, a tall tale of Susan.
Yeah. But it was entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah. Having fun in recovery, aren't we?
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
We're going to have Recovery Stories Message of Hope Part 2 on February 29th at the Grand Traverse Event Center here in Traverse City.
Can't
you
wait.
are going to be telling a story.
Yeah. 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to
story.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's about what it was doing this day. No, it's weird because like we took the training. Megan Perry, who's like a bunch of different things. She has a bunch of different titles. But she has this, it's like drama therapy.
Okay.
And it really does help you kind of work through some problems. But we were doing it yesterday, and it's the same training that Adam and I took. And it pretty much tells you how to take one point in your life during your recovery journey and just kind of go into more detail about it and just focus on that one story as opposed to, hey, here's my story for a half hour or for an hour, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool because we all have like a billion stories that we could tell, you know, I mean, from even being at treatment, from the ride away from treatment, you know,
getting laughed at the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, those are all points that you remember. You talk about them.
Yeah.
You know, so like to get them out of your brain and in front of other people, I think it's going to be fun. And Mitch, he's going to do it too. And one thing I said was like, don't write anything down because that's what Megan told us. She's like, it's making sure it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, we're just trying to relate to somebody in the audience to let them know like this is a real story and it's not rehearsed. I mean, it is rehearsed, but it's not like written down on a piece of paper and you're not pretty much reading it, you know, from memory. It's just like, hey, this is what happened, and it will change every single time you tell it. Mm-hmm. And Mitch is writing it down. I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
I've been working on mine with Detox when I go over there to go speak about how it came about to recovery and my little entry journey into it.
Yeah, just more details.
Yeah.
It's funny because when you started telling yours, like we gave you 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then you told it in like a minute and a half. So we just waited. And then it's like, okay, now you get a minute to tell it because that's how we had to do it. And you finished in 20 seconds. It's like, okay, like that's not.
Yeah, I wasn't given a lot of detail. I was just hitting like key factors with no detail.
Right.
There was no like setting the mood. You couldn't feel what I was feeling at that time because I wasn't telling you.
Right.
I was leaving you clueless.
Yeah, but the more you'll think about it, the more you'll go into detail, and the more you tell it, and then, you know, we'll give you 2 minutes to tell it, and then we'll go back to, 3 minutes, and then you got to tell your whole thing and see if you can get it in there. But I think it's going to be really good. Adam and I are going to tell a story as well.
Nice.
And then there's a couple people I'm thinking about asking, but I got to get the nomination form up at 217recovery.com because we're asking people to nominate people they know in the area. Mm-hmm. That would be a good speaker that would want to tell the message part of it because it's recovery stories, message of hope part 2. Like the recovery stories is what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And then the message of hope is that hope part.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm actually finishing the video from the first one we did. I put the recovery stories out there as individual ones, the 4 that we did with Lenny, Kendra, myself, and Adam, which are on our website, 217recovery.com. So feel free, go check those out if you need to be inspired by something. But I'm going to put the whole thing together as like a whole movie. And I'm hoping we can show it next week at Treatment Center here in town.
That'd be awesome.
You know, go over there and be like, hey, we want to do like a world premiere here with you guys. But that stuff's cool, though. And that's fun in recovery. That's the stuff that we do, and that's what we are looking forward to. And I know people were looking forward to the second one. So,
mm-hmm. Like, it was a big hit. Like, I heard about it all over the place.
Yeah. And for a couple knuckleheads like us, one of us can't even buy Sudafed.
No, right. Exactly.
You know, like to come up with this kind of stuff and to do it and to put it on and to make it happen, you know. And there was a lot of steps involved, but
at least we have more time to prepare for this one.
You like that?
One? Yeah.
We'll see. Well, then we're probably going to screw it up even more.
Oh, I'm sure.
the more time you had to prepare. No, I'm kind of a last minute guy.
Yeah.
Like, we should be doing this. Like, week before Christmas, we should mail out some Christmas cards. Let's design them.
Yeah. Well, let's design them. Don't get adhesive envelopes. You guys got to lick them all.
Hey, see,
I mean,
you can take a rag and just.
That's a pain. It was easier just to lick them all.
That's going to be a drop.
I hope
it's
so.
It's easier just to lick them all.
I hope so.
It's going to bust one out. He's talking about his blogs in the open.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but it gets done, and we feel good when things get done. I mean, Mitch was saying he became a notary, and he's going through those steps to become a public notary.
Yeah. And that was one of his goals back last June, right after we opened. He talked about it and then just put it on the back burner. And kept reminding him of it, but just never materialized until here recently. He's like, oh yeah, I should probably do that. I said I was going to do it, and I need to stick to that commitment.
Yeah, it feels good when you finish things. And even if you think about something as simple as doing laundry or mowing your yard, you know, like when you're done with that task, you feel good. Mm-hmm. You know, your brain releases some of that dopamine. You're like, yeah, that's what it's about. You know, finishing things and giving people opportunities. So we're going to have volunteer opportunities for sure. And like I said, the nomination form will be up on the website. Not sure when you're hearing this podcast, but look at 217recovery.com if you know somebody, or if you're in the Traverse City area, just stop on by our office, 945 East 8th Street, Traverse City, Michigan. You can find us on Google as well. But yeah, come by. We got nomination forms, and get those to me, and then we'll start calling people and seeing if they're down.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm looking forward to it. Well, Justin, thanks for coming on to bitch about the government and to chat with Susan for a minute.
That was nice.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you again at a time of our choosing.
All right, later.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. Win a bunch of free shit from 217 Recovery. Go to the app or the website, 217recovery.com.